Vigeland, she has to know that she's wrong. Emma Vigeland has to know that she's wrong. Nomiki Konstead admitted that there's no strategy, on the horizon. That's because we fucked around for a month, right? This Jan Führer, this, fastest and cheapest trying to steal the fucking election still, right? Still gotta fucking deal with that shit. Assuming that he's gonna fucking go out, but man, that's gonna be some fucking fireworks, right? That'll be some pay-per-view TV shit right there, and it only get worse every fucking day until eventually he goes. So that's, maybe we should be concentrated on that because we might not even get the fucking vote, and we might not even get the fucking president, all this is, but anyways. That's the reason why we're a month behind on this conversation. We are just now starting this conversation because we have a moment, we have an opportunity to use our power. Why would we not use our power? Why would we not stand up? Why would we, I'd rather die a man standing up than on my knees, bent down as a slave. I'd rather stand, and fight. I might lose, but at least, I tried. If I don't even try, I failed already. So you got to stand up, and you got to fight. You got to push for the issues that you believe in. Medicare for All is wildly popular, 72%, Fox News poll. I would say most progressives agree with that, even some of Ben Dixon's crew. I'll say Marcus. He said he's for Medicare for All and took some shit for it. So I guess we got to take, we got to stand up for reparations, and we got to take some shit. Emma Vigeland, she has to know that she's wrong because she knows about Kathleen Rice. You see, Kathleen Rice, this just came out recently. It's fucking insane how this shit's kind of coming down because Jimmy Dore's yelling at people saying, fuck your committees, you fucking dumb fuckers. Fuck your committees, and, this is the strategy. Get on board. What the hell's the matter with it? Quit deflecting. No, it's not going to go that direction. Why do you keep wanting to pull the conversation in that direction? So Emma Vigeland retweeted Jacob Soboroff. The story about AOC not getting a seat on Energy and Commerce is about much more than climate policy. Energy and Commerce also has jurisdiction over HHS. Health and Human Services, a key player in family separation. Some of the most important hearings about Trump's torture as at P4HR dubbed it policy have been at ENC. NBC News Speaker Pelosi announces appointed several powerful committees. Most notably the selection of Kathleen Rice over Ocasio-Cortez on the House Committee on Energy and Commerce. Okay, so this December 20th, this is retweeted. Today is December 21st. So Emma Vigeland knows about Kathleen Rice threatening Nancy Pelosi. I'm not going to vote for you, Nancy Pelosi. I'm not going to vote for you, Nancy Pelosi. In fact, I think Kathleen Rice was a fucking enemy. So Kathleen Rice is an enemy to Nancy Pelosi. So she ain't going to get shit for shit, but then she goes up to Nancy and goes, I'm not going to vote for you, but, there's this chair here, and, if you give me that chair, perhaps I'll strongly consider voting you for Speaker. And guess what? Kathleen Rice is going to get that committee chair. It's going to be a vote, right, but it's going to be 49-12. So very lopsided, centrist, the right-wing Republicans, the old Democrats. Emma Vigeland has to know. She has to know that Kathleen Rice, since she knows this story about the Energy and Commerce, committee, she has to know that Kathleen Rice had threatened Pelosi with her vote. They're enemies. So, the whole strategy of kissing people's asses in hopes that they might, let you pick up the scraps and the crumbs that fall from their mouth isn't working. That strategy of kissing as much fucking ass in hopes that maybe you'll get some trickle-down economics, that's what that sounds like. So since there's disaster capitalism, since we got shock doctrine, Bob Marley says that every day the fucking rich, the 1%, the people that's the ruling class, they're going to, they're fucking people every day. They got corporations. They got machines that's fucking people over, on the rag, right? On the daily, on the rag. This is an important story because this is right in the middle of the whole, force to vote, conversation, the great unmasking. Emma Vigeland has been very critical of Jimmy Dore. And yet here she is admitting that she knows all about the Kathleen Rice Energy and Commerce Committee. She knows about threatening to use the vote, and, the AOC didn't stand up. AOC got fucking dumped on. Now AOC got fucked over by Nancy Pelosi and Kathleen Rice. They fucked her over. So Nomiki, Const admits that there's no strategy. We got to get a strategy, right? That's the reason why Jimmy Dore's idea is, catching on right now, because we haven't had this conversation. Now we got something to talk about. We can use our power. We don't have to give our vote to fucking Nancy Pelosi. That's Jimmy Dore's whole argument about Jill Stein. Jimmy Dore is the perfect motherfucker to tell America about this shit. Jimmy Dore used his power. What, you didn't like that he was in favor of Jill Stein? What, he wasn't a conformist piece of shit like the rest of you cult of personality fucking followers? Jesus Christ. One of the trap crew, the trap squad had said, that this, we ain't playing because Nancy Pelosi is an authoritarian and you can't fucking buck that shit. Now we gotta fucking toss that shit overboard. Why is she authoritarian? Why is she democratic? Why isn't she being fair? And she's authoritarian? Fuck that shit. That makes it worse. You can't even talk about it. You got played by her and everything, and then she does that fucking little, that little finger wag, and then fucking looking at you dumb, and, the whole time when you impeached the motherfucker, you fucking made goddamn history. You should have cheered. You should have cheered and then threw all your cups at the, fucking Republicans on the other side. That was a fantastic fucking moment, but Pelosi stole it from, anyways. There's no hope for America unless the 12 progressives stand up and get progressive, policies enacted. Unless they can get America to enact some progressive policies, America's doomed. America's fucked. So, what Jimmy Dore's strategy is, it determines whether the squad is the vanguard that we need, or do we need something bigger? Do we need something better? We got some progressives in Congress. That means we should get some scraps and crumbs, right? Eventually. Maybe. But if you understand politics and how to use your power and procedure and shit, you should be able to angle exactly where you're going and get exactly what. My take on it essentially is it's a 3-point shot. We got 5 seconds left on the clock. We might be able to get 1, 2, 3 3-point shots. If Black America said reparations is what we want, that was their number one issue. Reparations, Medicare for all, universal basic income, $2,000 a month, or land reform, get people chunks of land, just start passing land out to everybody. They can raise their own food and support themselves. Malcolm X said that all the revolutions in Africa was fought over, or all the revolutions ever in history was fought over land. So Emma Vigeland, she's retweeting it. She understands this. She understands where we're at right now. Is she about to evolve? Is she about to say, listen, okay, I'm in favor of Medicare for all, so let's get this done? Or is she going to try to evolve it? Is she going to tack onto it, add onto it? Or is she going to keep on, opposing it? Perhaps it's not a meltdown. Perhaps she just doesn't, Medicare for all just ain't her bag. It just doesn't. She's got other progressive ideas, and that's what she wants to do. What's her better idea? Does she really like Nancy Pelosi? Does she think Nancy Pelosi will actually get the ideas she likes enacted? Just $15 minimum wage, is that it? Anyways, Emma Vigeland. She ought to know. Emma Vigeland, she should know. I don't know how I'm going to title this. But anyways, yeah. December 20th, 1:05. December 21st, 2020, 1:05 in the p.m. And she retweeted a December 20th post. I don't know when she retweeted it. timestamp. I'm tired. Peace.